Hi everyone, welcome to Angel of Divine Love. My name is Heather Aguilera and the title of this is Urgent Message, Action Required for the Lion's Gate, the E8, before then preferably. So I'm gonna wait for a couple people to come on as I have a message to deliver. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. And the message has to do, of course, with our earth and some prayer and action required behind the prayer, because prayer without action is what? It's really nothing, right? So we have to take action within our prayer and build that momentum going for the earth. We're here to shift this frequency and to bring in that new wave. So I'm gonna go ahead and start talking about this message. It came through in a dream, and then I got some confirmations today. And I'm gonna show you a couple videos in this clip. This is I'm just this is just like a 432 hertz background from YouTube. So this is just a really easy like YouTube vibration, high vibration video, which is really nice, and allows that high frequency of love to come in. So if you can, just stay with me through the duration of this piece or come back to it later when you can. So it's, yeah, prayer and action, taking the right action, taking the steps within prayer. This message comes from the indigenous peoples of the earth, and they have been asking for us to help sign this petition for the stop of them damaging and burning down a lot of the Amazon forest. So I've talked about this previously before on this channel, and I'm going to talk about a dream that I had and also the confirmation that I received. So the dream that I had last night had to do with a lion, and the lion was in this under the earth. It was a lion that was embedded into the earth, and you couldn't really see it until these embers came through. And lions always represent like a harmonization through, you know, the king, right? The king, the lion king, and also the lioness. But anyways, this was a male lion that was embedded into the earth, and the earth had these embers in it. So it was like burning off the old and then allowing this like ancient wisdom to come through. But this particular lion was inside of the earth, and the embers were coming, and then it rose. It kind of just anchored itself, or got risen out of the ash, almost like a phoenix from the ashes, right? So it was getting a little burnt, and then with some help, and I kind of feel like the help is all of you and the prayers that we're collectively doing for our earth. So us gathering together in solidarity with our earth and bringing in the healing love to the planet, and realizing a lot of the injustice happening on our planet, coming and rising together in prayer, which will help this lion rise. So the lion being risen from the inner state of the earth. As this particular lion rose out of the earth through the ashes, this waterway was opening up. But when it rose, it was just looking at the water, because the water was very scarce. The water wasn't necessarily flowing the way that the lion expected it to flow, right? So again, prayer and right action is needed at this time. That's the way I interpreted this particular dream. If you are getting any other inklings or intuition on that interpretation, please feel free to put it in the chat box to bring in another perspective, which is always nice, as we can have multiple perspectives within this frame. So within my prayer and meditation all throughout the day, I was just kind of contemplating this dream, as it was slightly disturbing, watching a lion slightly burnt, and then rising from that, which was good, but then the water flow. To me, how I interpreted it was another perspective, was it, going into the Leo, the 8-8, the Lion's Gateway, which is going to be coming up pretty soon here for us. End of July, beginning of August. So we have like a whole month for this. And then when the moon in Leo is turning into that Piscean energy into the earth, so it's going to go through like the Taurus, that earthy energy, and also Virgo energy, and it's going to help to rise within that cycle, Leo into Scorpio, so going into the water element. So that's another like kind of time frame wise that I'm getting in that interpretation of this particular dream. So action is required, and thank you for continuing to stay on and listen to me. This is an important message. So action is required on our behalf. Action within prayer. So praying for our earth, of course, praying for the animal kingdom, praying for our indigenous keepers of the land in the 4 directions and the 4 corners, praying for all those who are awakening at this time to take the right action, those who have the funding, those who have the money to assist these indigenous tribes and leaders, to grant access into more harmonious ways within the indigenous ways, and continue to keep the harmonious ways of the earth going. And how do we do that? Prayer and then action. There's a petition that I found that was shared, and this is a trusted petition. You all can do your research. I will put this in the what is it called, the community section of my page with a link, so you all can find the link and sign it and share it on your platforms, so we can make this action, this prayer and action going in that right momentum, right? Excuse my words. So getting the action behind the prayer, so we can also create that continued momentum going. So it says to sign the petition at together.earth. And let me put this on pause so you could hear this.
Tells Brazil Senate President Rodrigo Pacheco to stop the Marco Temporal Bill. We are nature. We protect 80% of world's biodiversity. They can see the lives lost when they destroy our forests. They only think about money. But when all the trees are gone, we cannot eat money.
So together.earth, and you can sign that petition. Like I said, I'll share the link, but this is important. Thank you for staying on and not being ignorant about this message, because this is important, and it is up to us to sign it. It doesn't take that long to sign it. It doesn't take that long to make the difference here within our planet, within what is being asked from us at this time collectively. This isn't like something that's gonna take your energy or anything like that. I don't know what type of things that are out there on the internet that stop people from taking the action that is necessary to for us to stand up together in solidarity with our indigenous tribes and leaders and elders of this planet. So being in right action and being in that way of reciprocity and continuing to make these changes within your prayer, make these action movements within prayer. We're asking for healing on the earth, and some does require action. So you know, it's important. It's a quick message. It doesn't take that long. I will be putting it in the community section in that place to follow up. Like I said, I do believe there is going to be a massive change happening from now into the Lion's Gate, into the Leo moon moving into the water signs, and also from Leo moving into Scorpio. So all of this like watery energy, from the fire to the water to the earth, going through water, fire, and earth, or water, excuse me, fire, earth, air, and into the water. So in order for us to prevent some of the damage and destruction that is, it's there. There's a lot of elders that are a little worried about this because of because of the messages that they're getting, and let's see. This says, at this moment, I allow myself to slow down and give myself permission to just be. I am here for myself with love and compassion. So that is also a message for us to have love and compassion